Hello and welcome and namaste from New Delhi. You're watching DD India. I'm Gautam Roy. This is Express News, the show where we get you the day's top 100 developments from the country and the world in under 30 minutes. Here goes. In the aftermath of Cyclone Ditwa, India delivered 9.5 tons of emergency rations via 2 Navy ships in Colombo and airlifted 31.5 tons of relief materials through 3 Air Force aircraft under Operation Sagar Bandhu. Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke to Sri Lankan President Anura Kumar Dissanayake on Monday and assured India's full assistance to Sri Lanka. As of Tuesday, more critical relief materials arrived at Trincomalee as INS Sukanya delivered another 12 tons of essential relief materials. These were handed over to Sri Lankan authorities for immediate distribution. As India continues to stand by those who need it the most, a pregnant woman in Puttalam was safely evacuated and given medical care by National Disaster Response Force team. National Disaster Response Force teams have been conducting search and rescue missions in Sri Lanka. 121 people have been evacuated and assisted so far, with operations underway. Approximately 1,500 stranded Indians have been safely repatriated as well. The Kashi Tamil Sangamam 4.0 has begun from Tuesday, carrying forward the cultural and civilizational link between Tamil Nadu and Kashi. Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan and Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh Yogi Adityanath jointly inaugurate the 4th edition of the Kashi Tamil Sangamam in Varanasi. This edition of the Sangamam is anchored by Let Us Learn Tamil, that is Tamil curriculum, placing Tamil language learning and linguistic unity at the center of the Sangamam. Key programs include Tamil curriculum, that is Tamil teaching in Varanasi schools, Karpom or Tamil learning study tours for 300 students from the Kashi region, and the sage Agastya vehicle expedition. This year's Sangamam is set to conclude with a grand valedictory function at Rameshwaram, symbolically completing the cultural arc from Kashi to Tamil Nadu. The sage Agastya Yatra was flagged off on Tuesday with deep devotion, retracing the ancient route from Tamil Nadu to Kashi, reviving India's timeless civilizational heritage and ancestral pathways. India's Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman urged global cooperation on digitization, new financial products and shifting beneficial ownership at the 18th Global Forum plenary in New Delhi. While emphasizing on emerging global economic challenges, the minister urged joint action from all jurisdictions. The FM also stressed that collective focus must remain on fairness, sustainability and public trust in the integrity of tax systems. Minister of State for Finance Pankaj Chaudhary and other senior ministry officials also attended the 18th Global Forum plenary meeting, which is being held in New Delhi from the 2nd to the 4th of this month. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh participated in the Sardar at 150 Rashtriya Padayatra or Unity March in Vadodara, commemorating the 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Addressing the Sardar Gatha Assembly organised in Vadodara, the minister lauded Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's pivotal role in unifying India, highlighting his efforts in making the nation one and undivided. The 14th edition of the annual bilateral exercise Ekverin between the Indian Army and the Maldives National Defence Forces has begun from the 2nd of this month and will go on till the 15th in southern India's Thiruvananthapuram. Navy Chief Admiral Dinesh Tripathi said aggressive posturing during Operation Sindoor confined Pakistan's Navy to port at Navy Day press conference in New Delhi. The 2nd of December marks National Pollution Control Day, commemorating the 1984 Bhopal gas tragedy, one of the world's worst industrial disasters, which killed thousands and transformed global industrial safety and environmental responsibility standards. The government has mandated smartphone makers to pre-install Sanchar Sathi app to boost cybersecurity and prevent IMEI tampering and international caller ID spoofing. India, the world's second largest telecom market with over 1 billion subscribers, has launched the Mobile Security Initiative to protect users from rising cyber threats, including fraud and identity theft. India's Telecom Minister Jyotiraditya Sindhya has said that one can delete the Sanchar Sathi app. However, it was the government's duty to introduce this app for everyone's safety. He also highlighted that 20 lakh stolen phones, that is 2 million stolen phones, have been traced. Around 750,000 of those stolen phones have been returned to their users as well. The Indian markets ended in the red on Tuesday. Sensex was down 503.63 points or 0.59% to 85,138.27. And the Nifty was also down 143.55 points or 0.55%, and it was ending the day at 26,032.20 on Tuesday. The Indian rupee ended 32 paise lower at 89.87 per US dollar on Tuesday versus Monday's close of 89.55, a historic low. West Texas Intermediate crude dipped 0.10% to 59.45 USD per barrel on Tuesday, while Brent held near 62.45 USD as rising global stockpiles and soft demand outlook pressure prices amid ongoing supply concerns. Spot gold trades above 4,200 per ounce on Tuesday, easing 0.3% after a 6-week high as markets anticipated Federal Reserve rate cuts, fueling investor optimism. Spot silver also dipped 1.40% to 57.18 per ounce on Tuesday, following its all-time high of 58.83 yesterday, as investors eye Fed rate cuts and global demand surges. Global equities edged lower on Tuesday as markets kicked off the month cautiously. US indices ticked down on risk of sentiment, while European and Asian shares held mixed amid tariff uncertainties and rate cut bets. According to an industry group, Germany's economy is suffering its deepest crisis since the Second World War. The group has called on Chancellor Friedrich Merz and his government to take urgent action to spark a revival. While Peter Liebinger, president of the Federation of German Industries, said that Europe's biggest economy is in free fall, but the federal government is not responding decisively enough. The euro was steady on Tuesday at 1.1606 ahead of inflation data, while the US dollar rose versus yen after strong JGB auction. Ukrainian forces have said that fighting was ongoing in Pokrovsk, an important logistics hub in the eastern Donetsk region that Moscow claimed to have captured one day earlier after months of fighting. Citing the Defense Ministry, the TASS state news agency reported on Tuesday that Russian forces have captured the settlements of Zenlihai and Dobropilia in Zaporizhia region in eastern Ukraine. Meanwhile, a Russian-flagged tanker Mid-Volga 2 was hit by drones off Turkey's coast on Tuesday. The crew is reported to be safe, while Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan condemned escalating the Black Sea strikes. US President Donald Trump's special envoy Steve Witkoff is in Moscow for Tuesday's meeting with Vladimir Putin, presenting a revised 28-point proposal after productive US-Ukraine talks in Miami. The Israeli military said on Tuesday it had killed 2 assailants who had attacked soldiers in separate incidents in the occupied West Bank. NATO chief Mark Rutte briefed media in Brussels on Tuesday ahead of foreign ministers' meeting, focusing on Ukraine's support, defense spending and alliance unity. Mourners paid tributes near the Wang Fu Court housing estate in Hong Kong on Tuesday, a week after the deadly building fire. Crowds gathered near the burnt-out remains of the towers, laying flowers and leaving written notes. Hong Kong's government has demanded thorough investigation and reforms after deadly Wang Fu Court fire. The police have arrested 25 for substandard materials. An ex-judge is said to be leading the renovation oversight probe. About 20 workers conducted a safety drill at Japan's Kashi Kariwa nuclear power plant on Monday ahead of a top business delegation inspection. The plant could partially restart to help meet Tokyo's power demand. Taiwanese President Lai Ching-te has told reservists island security is non-negotiable, stressing freedom and democracy while overseeing drone, firearm, grenade and first aid training amid a $40 billion defense budget. The United Arab Emirates is celebrating its 54th National Day, Eid al-Ittihad, marking 1971 unification under spirit of the Union with concerts, fireworks, heritage exhibitions and cultural events nationwide. Sudan's Rapid Support Forces claim full control of Baba Nusa in West Kordofan after repelling army surprise attack, marking one of the army's worst defeats this year. Australia has launched national AI plan to accelerate economy-wide adoption, attract data center investment, build AI skills and protect jobs while managing risks through existing laws. Tens of thousands of Bulgarians marched in Sofia against the draft 2026 budget, filling the square before Parliament and demanding a change of government. New York City baristas picketed for better conditions, joined by Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani and Senator Bernie Sanders, as Starbucks settled $38.9 million scheduling law violation. Migrants clashed with Peruvian police while attempting to cross from Chile amid a 60-day border emergency. Peru and Chile have agreed to enhance migration information exchange. Time now for a quick break, but keep watching DD India for more in Express News.
Can the US launch a bombing campaign against Iran? The Philippines vessel suffered structural damage. The saga of child sexual abuse is the United States China's debt trap strategy. Truth is stranger than fiction. But sometimes hard to uncover. Trust us to tell the truth, unadulterated and pure, of every story that matters to you.
Exactly what to save your.
You read between the lines, cut the clutter, and connect the dots to get you the full picture. Watch Connecting the Dots at these times with me, only on DD India.
Welcome back. You're watching Express News. I'm Gautam Roy. Let's resume. A deep depression, the remnant of Cyclone Ditwa, shifted southeast over the Bay of Bengal and moved closer to India's east coast, prompting a red alert for 4 northern Tamil Nadu districts. The Indian Met Department has said that the system is now just 35 kilometers off the North Tamil Nadu Puducherry coast, with Doppler weather radars in Chennai and Sriharikota closely tracking its movement. Schools and colleges in Chennai, Tiruvallur and Kanchipuram districts will remain closed on Tuesday due to forecasts of heavy rain from Cyclone Ditwa. Heavy rainfall and waterlogging are expected. Deadly flooding and landslides across Sri Lanka, Indonesia and nearby regions pushed the toll past 1160 as days of torrential monsoon rains left villages cut off and survivors awaiting rescue. Indonesia sent warships and hospital vessels to devastated areas in North Sumatra and Aceh as President Prabowo urged rapid aid delivery, with nearly 470 people still missing. The Central Pollution Control Board rated Delhi's air quality as very poor, with most areas blanketed in smog and the AQI reaching 304. Anand Vihar recorded an AQI of 383, also in the very poor category. Residents in Delhi were advised to take precautions as smog continued to cover the city, with schools and outdoor activities potentially affected due to the very poor air quality, according to the Central Pollution Control Board. The Indian Met Department has forecast cold wave conditions in parts of northern and western parts of India. Heavy rainfall and thunderstorms are also expected over parts of the southern state of Andhra Pradesh. A landslide in Peru's Amazon region sank 2 boats on the Ucayali River, killing at least 13 people and injuring 20, with 28 passengers still missing after the pre-dawn collapse struck the port of Iparia. One vessel was fully submerged while another was heavily damaged as police teams searched for teachers, doctors and other passengers caught in the Peru-Amazon disaster. Artisanal fishermen dressed as Santa Claus sailed Peru's Huanchaco coast, offering free festival rides on traditional reed boats. The event launched the town's Christmas season, delighting locals and tourists with a playful seaside celebration. Christmas lights lit up Downing Street of London as holiday celebrations began at Prime Minister Keir Starmer's residence. 14-year-old Samuel Salamone switched on the lights, followed by a coy performance beneath the glowing tree. The White House also unveiled its 2025 holiday decorations themed "Home is where the heart is." The display includes 75 wreaths, 25,000 feet of ribbon, 700 feet of garland and over 50 Christmas trees. Fishermen in Russia's Novosibirsk region saved dozens of roe deer trapped on a slippery frozen lake. The animals were carried to safety on sledges and later crossed safely once icy conditions improved. The Compagnie du Mont Blanc has installed a new footbridge at the Aiguille du Midi mountains in France, nearly 4,000 meters above sea level. It upgrades access at one of the massive ski tourist sites. Acro BTP airlifted the structure by helicopter to replace the original 1954 bridge. The team aims to complete the high-altitude work before the site reopens on the 20th of this month. Mongolia's capital Ulaanbaatar has begun its traditional decoration of a 22-meter New Year tree in the central square, a process carried out by a 10-person team over several weeks. A Jordanian resident in Lebanon, Mah al-Shair, thanked Pope Leo as she joined crowds outside De La Croix Psychiatric Hospital. Established in 1952, the church-run hospital is one of the only few mental health facilities in Lebanon. Pope Leo greeted worshippers on Tuesday as he arrived to lead a Catholic Mass on Beirut's waterfront, expected to draw a lakh people. And Pope Leo ended his 3-day visit to Lebanon, urging peace in West Asia. Robotic stroke surgery has been carried out on a pig in Paris by a specialist in Scotland, demonstrating a new era in remote robotic brain surgery. Fabergé's The Winter Egg, worth around £20 million, considered to be one of the most beautiful creations by the legendary jeweler of Imperial Russia, could smash records when it goes under the hammer in London on Tuesday. Venice has become the first city to make tourists pay to enter. Visitors exploring Venice for the day are required to buy a €5 ticket, enforced by spot checks at key points of entry into the UNESCO World Heritage Site. The 26th Hornbill Festival is underway in Kisama's Naga Heritage Village with tribal performances and cultural showcases. The 10-day event celebrates Naga unity, heritage and global friendship. This year, 6 nations are on board as partner countries, with Arunachal Pradesh as a partner. Marking the start of award season and celebrating both emerging and established creators. London's Fashion Awards kicked off on Monday with models, musicians, actors and athletes walking the red carpet. The event celebrated global fashion talent and creativity. Leela Moss, Chriselle Stoss and Leah Williamson were some of the celebrities attending the event, which honors fashion industry leaders in young creative talent. Italian designer Brunello Cucinelli received this year's Outstanding Achievement Award for his contributions to luxury fashion. The film Avatar Fire and Ash premiered globally with high expectations for box office success ahead of its 19th of December release. The first Avatar earned nearly $3 billion worldwide, while The Way of Water crossed $2.3 billion in 2022. The new chapter aims to follow that path. In sports, Australia opener Usman Khawaja has been ruled out of the second Ashes Test against England in Brisbane by a back problem. India's women's cricketers Sneh Rana, Renuka Singh and Pratika Rawal were promoted to the rank of Officer on Special Duty by the Ministry of Railways after their ICC Women's ODI World Cup triumph. Australian big hitter Glenn Maxwell has withdrawn his name from the IPL 2026 auction, bringing an unexpected pause to his 14-year journey in the league. In the FIA Junior Men's World Cup, informed India will face Switzerland in the final Group League encounter ahead of the knockout stage. The Indian junior women's hockey team began the FIA Junior Women's World Cup campaign with a comprehensive 13-0 win against Namibia in Santiago, Chile on Monday. NBA legend Michael Jordan appeared in a North Carolina courtroom as his federal antitrust lawsuit against auto racing sanctioning and operating company NASCAR got underway. With the 2026 Winter Olympics approaching, organizers are racing against time as venue testing is scheduled for next month at a new ice hockey arena in Milan. The White House has confirmed that US President Donald Trump will attend the draw for the FIFA World Cup finals in Washington on Friday. FC Barcelona is set to clash with Atletico Madrid in a high-voltage La Liga match on Tuesday night. The FIFA Arab Cup 2025 break kicks off in Qatar, bringing together 16 nations across 6 world-class venues used during the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Spinning all-rounder Will Jacks is set to replace injured pacer Mark Wood in England's playing 11 for the second Ashes Test in Brisbane. West Indies produced a fine display of disciplined fast bowling to leave New Zealand clinging at 231 for 9 on the opening day of the first Test at Christchurch. India will take on South Africa in the second one-day international on Wednesday at Raipur. India lead the 3-match series 1-0. Indian women's hockey chief coach Harinder Singh on a Monday decided to step down from the position of coach of India's women's hockey team owing to personal reasons. And Divyanshi Bhaumik clinched a historic under-15 singles medal at the ITTF World Youth Championships 2025 in Romania, becoming only the second Indian to achieve this feat. Well, that's all we have for the moment in this edition of Express News. All the latest continues right here on DD India. Keep watching.